Welcome back to another Bish Plays, and today we are playing Planet Coaster 2. Now I'm going to drop this video and see what you guys think. If you really like it, then we'll probably turn it into a series. So I've got a little bit of a challenge I wanted to do, and I will explain that as we get into the actual park. We're going to do sandbox mode for this. We're going to do a new park, and we're going to pick the Tempura. I'm probably butchering that in my dyslexia, but oh well. Now, I'm going to need your guys' help with what we actually call this park. So for now, I'm just going to call it Bish Plays, and we're going to do, I think we're going to do a custom one. I think I'm just going to have absolutely everything switched on. We're going to have a guest limit only at 6,000 just for the minute, but we will probably pump that up a little bit later on. I am going to have everything switched on, all the weather. Extended track limits, hell yeah, why not? Let's do that. We will have all the staff stuff as well. We'll see if we can manage that too. Player cash, I am going to have this on. We're just going to start off with, I think, 200k. I'll explain once we get into what we're actually going to do with this series and why we're going to need some cash when we actually jump into the park itself. So we are going to need a little bit just to start off with. Research tree, I think, yeah, we'll have the research tree off. We'll have everything unlocked. Perfect. Cool. I think that's really good. Right, anyway, let's apply that. Let's go. Let's jump in, guys. Okay, here we are. So we have spawned in. Lovely little map. Let's just take a little look at what we've got to play with. I think it's pretty much all just the same sort of stuff. I don't know if the game actually gives you like differences in like where you spawn, or if everything is exactly the same. But yeah, I like this. Nice and green and vibrant. It kind of like gives me a sort of British countryside vibe, which I like, being from Britain. So yeah, I like this. Anyway, right, let's are we paused up? Yeah, we have paused. So I'm good. First thing I'm going to do, actually, before we jump in, I'm going to tell you what we're actually going to do with this park. So I have already built a park and playing around with this. I'm not the best builder, I'm not going to lie. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm just not artistic enough. I struggle with like getting good at building, and I really want to improve. I have made a park on here that I'm really proud of when I first got the game, and I didn't really use the workshop at all for anything, and I built everything up from scratch. I'll show you what that is in just, I'll give you a tour of that park in literally in about 10 seconds time. But I was thinking what we're going to do is have a fun challenge where we try and use as much stuff as we can from the workshop. So we have a look on here. The guys that are out here playing this are so talented with the stuff that they come up with. I could never, I really wish I could. And I thought it'd be a really fun challenge of me trying to build my own stuff and also incorporating a lot of stuff from the workshop and seeing if we can get like the synergies to sort of match up and see if we can get like a nice flow rather than it just being like a mishmash of everything, but trying to like make it like a, have theme sections, and try and come on here and use this to support us. And it's a nice way to showcase the community that are building all these amazing things. Like, look at this. Come on, beach. I want a Henry Hoover water slide. Who doesn't want a Henry Hoover water slide? That's amazing. You got like subways and little like KFCs and stuff. I could never do this sort of stuff. Maybe one day. I'd love that. Yeah, it's just like there's so many like cool little things on here. Like, and what in the fucking Wicker Man is that? Like, that's amazing. So yeah. Anyway, I'll give you a quick show of my park, of my sort of steampunk radiation park that I made, and sort of give you an idea of what I'm capable of doing and why I think this is going to be quite a good, cool idea. Anyway, over to my other park. So yeah, this was the first park I did. Now, I wanted to do kind of like a steampunk sort of vibe. And I'm not like the best builder, like as you can tell from my entrance. Like my entrance isn't literally, I don't even know what I was thinking. I think I was going for like I started off with, I say steampunk, but I started off with like a nuclear wasteland sort of idea. And everything was obviously like cyan and yellow because I was like wanting to stick to like my colors and stuff. This I made on my own, like an abandoned guest services, which I was like really proud of. So yeah, I was like learning, I was getting there. Let me actually show you the park because I did get a bit better as I went. So obviously this, I liked this style more than I liked the actual entranceway. So I ended up sticking more with this, and I just never updated the entrance hall. Like I say, this was literally like just me just playing the game and just having fun and sort of like trying to learn like the basics and whatnot. Ignore that crowd of people. Oh my god, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? I have no idea. But yeah, we as you can see, we sort of start with that sort of theme, a bit broken down, and I had like little nuclear waste barrels that I made, and yeah, I thought it looked all right. And then obviously with the rides and stuff, we did a bit of theming. Sorry, I'm still not used to the mouse because I've been playing Minecraft a lot, and I'm in Minecraft mode at the moment. So I made like a couple of little animatronic sort of centerpiece sort of things. I don't know what you call them, like decorations. I made Geiger Falls, which was like this sort of nuclear waterfall. And then over here, this was my first ride we had Toxic Dunk, where it was like basically dipping people in like a radiated sort of like liquid with some sort of like uranium rocks and whatnot. We come around here, then we had I made like a sort of a nuclear sort of waste pond thing. Then we've got this drill over here with some toxic gas, and then like you've got the drill piece there which goes, I don't know, I'm gonna call this one like the gas miner. Yeah, very strange. Toxic teacups. Now this one I did like, this one was the first time I really played around with like adding obviously we did it with Toxic Dump where we added like some scenery bits to that, but with this one this was the first time like I added stuff, like really went into it, and rather than it just being sort of normal teacups, and I really liked this, and I think this one turned out really well. Let me just speed up a bit so we can see it start. And I had like loads of smoke and stuff that comes out the top when it wants to start. Come on, beach, got people waiting. Don't know what's going on there. It's taking its time. I don't know. I haven't played this in a while. There might be a problem. Anyway, we'll come back to that. Then we had my first ever roller coaster. So this was like this was called Uranium Rush, which was kind of, as you could probably tell, it's like going looking for like uranium and stuff. Now this is the only thing in the park that I took off the community, sort of like off the Frontier Workshop, off the community page, because I couldn't find like a train. Obviously I changed the design and the color a little bit so it sort of fit my like more of my aesthetic, and it's kind of like where I got the idea from. I was like, I've been struggling doing all this, why don't I just do like, why don't we create a park where we just literally use the workshop for like most of our stuff? Obviously I'll build bits and bobs, but I thought it would be like a cool way to see how we can make it kind of a challenge in itself, like making a park that has, oh here we go, it's running now. Yeah, how we sort of have a park that has our own unique sort of stamp on it, but then also trying to mix a load of other different elements into it that are basically not that we haven't created, and seeing if we can get like some synergy between everything. I thought that might be quite cool. Right, Uranium Rush, and this one I was really proud of. I know it's a very basic roller coaster. It literally, if I just zoom out a bit, it literally just comes up, goes down in here, and then up here, and it sort of like spins around and comes back. It's very basic. It's my first ever roller coaster, so don't judge me, beach. For this, it was more decoration. So I had like down here, like them drilling for uranium, and there's a couple of like canisters and barrel stuff. You've got doors which goes in the mountains that come up out here. You got some like tanks and bits and bobs, and some other little bits. Got some rocks up here. Over here you've got like an observatory thing. I don't know why I added that. I needed to do something with the space a little bit empty. Got some lights and some uranium in here. Over here you've got like the plant, I called it. I said like, not like a nuclear power plant, but like, there's stuff going on inside here, and sort of leave it up to the imagination to sort of figure out what's going on. But you've got like barrels going up and down. Obviously the barrels don't actually go up and down, but it sort of gives the impression it does. Now this is going to be fun, trying to get you inside here. Get inside my dark hole, baby. Sorry, what? Yeah, so in here we had, again, it's very dark and gloomy, but I had loads of like glowing stones and little bits where they've gone and mined. So yeah, fuck me, that's bright. So yeah, that's basically how I've done with building my own stuff. I'm not the best. I tried to play with the water park stuff, but don't get me wrong, I loved Planet Coaster 1, mostly because it gave me the sort of that theme park sort of stuff I used to play when I was a kid, like all them sort of games like Roller Coaster Tycoon and, things like Theme Hospital and the theme park series. That were really fun. And I like that. I like that a lot. The water park aspect, I'm still not sure what I think about it. I really like it. I would say I'm not sure what I think about it, and I contradict myself saying I really like it. But yeah, it's all right. But I definitely prefer more of like the theme park bit. Just one quick thing to show you this at night time, because at night this park it really does like come into its element. Like everything just glows like green and neon, and it's got like that sort of warm orangey light. Let me go a little bit darker. So it just looks so good. And when you've got like the waterfalls, and yeah, I was like really liked it. So yeah, this was like my first attempt. Anyway, back to the new park. Anyway, now that we're back, right, we're going to get started. Let's just jump straight in. So we're going to get like the entrance area done first, and I'm going to go ahead and we're going to delete these. I'm literally getting rid of absolutely everything. These guests are going to absolutely freak out for a second. Look, they're all going nuts. Oh, look, they're all running on the spot. Oh no, they'll all despawn in a second. Right, so the entrance I'm going to do, as you saw in the other park, I'm not that great at entrances. I probably find that's probably the thing I've struggled with the absolute most. So that is one thing we are going to have a look on the workshop for. So let's have a look and see what we've got, and we'll find something really cool. We'll pop it down, and then we'll sort of build out from there. I think that's probably the best way we do this. So let's go to the workshop. Now, I'm not going to lie, the workshop isn't the most intuitive thing to search through. Oh, do you know what? Look at that. That looks amazing. That's kind of like, I love how I love like the like all these sort of pipes and aqueducts and stuff like that. I think they look really cool. It's my sort of style. Anyway, right, entrance hall, like entrance way. So I'm going to just type in entrance, if I can spell it right. And I think I'm just going to tick everything and just see what we get. I don't know what it would fall under, but it fall under as like, it wouldn't be in coasters, I know that, or water parks. I think I would assume it would be scenery. But yeah, we'll do that. Let's confirm, see what we've got. So I want something kind of, not necessarily neutral, but something that's not too much to choose from, not going to lie. Okay, I think I was spelling entrance wrong. That was my dyslexia. Sorry. Right, here we go. I knew there was going to be a lot more than that. Right, so these are, I think most of these are like park, like actual ride entrances, aren't they? Oh, see, I just want something simple. Oh, do you know what? That is it. Look at that. And look at the trees and everything. Okay, perfect. We're going with that. Okay, so thank you very much. Tokitu? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Amazing. Awesome. Well, let's grab that and shut that down. They're all still freaking out. They should leave in a minute. Right. Blueprints. Now, where would you be? I've filtered by the workshop. It's been a couple of weeks since I played this, and I've completely forgotten what the hell I'm doing. Oh, here we go. Oh, these are my creations. Oh, these are things I made. Right, I found it. It was in facilities. I think because it's got power, like power units in here, that's why we couldn't find it. Now, I want to plop it down here between these two sort of trees. So it sort of fits in with the theme a little bit that we've got with the biome. So I'm going to just do that. Advanced move you out. And also I figured out that I was on the wrong camera mode as well. I'm back on normal now, so it's actually a lot easier. Right, let's, I want to move you back just a tad. There we go. Now let's get this down to ground level. Perfect. Let's put you in. Do that in a minute. Oh, see, now that looks well fancy. Look at that. That's bougie. Let's go. I was thinking down here what we could do is have like we'll create like a long road that sort of comes off into the trees, and as if like there's like a shuttle bus, and we'll have like the coaches here parked up like as the entrance, like for people coming in and out. Yeah, I like that. Obviously we're gonna like fence off all this area, and we'll have the fence come out and actually eventually envelop the entire park. But yeah, no, I really like that. I think that looks yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. Love that. Right. I did also on the workshop as well, while I was, it took a few takes there for me to find where this was. I did go back and Tokito's creation here, I have gone and I've liked and favorited it just to make sure they get a little bit of appreciation, because also we are using their build for this segment of the park. Coming out path-wise, now this these entrances are slightly off angle to each other, so putting the paths down is going to be a bit tricky. So let's have a little look what we've got. Yeah, see, it's gonna, they both come out quite a bit. So what I'm thinking of doing is having them branch out and then having like maybe like a gardened little area here, or maybe some fountains we could put in. Yeah, so let's just bring this out to about there. Do that one. And then this one, we're going to bring this out and keep this straight. Again, we're going to do like that. Does look a bit odd, but once we've got this all filled in and we've got some nice scenery and stuff in there, I think it will come along really nicely. I'm now going to loop this round. There we go. Perfect. And then we'll sort of build off from out here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on the back area really quickly and we'll see what I can come up with. Okay, so I've finished this area off now. Let me just show you. I did this off camera because I was having troubles with the paths, and by the time I'd sort of figured it out, I'd pretty much already finished what I was doing. So yeah, don't worry. Most of the time I won't be doing this, like cutting off and doing things without showing what I'm actually doing. So I extended these fences out and sort of locked this area off and put some pathing here up against the road, just you know, safety and all that. And I've done the same over on this area as well. Obviously put our shuttle buses in. I've added the road in so that people can literally just come down, the shuttle buses come down from wherever they're ferrying people to and from. We do need to add some power in for the ticket booth, and I was thinking of putting that back here somewhere. We could do like a little maintenance area with a little staff path coming off to the side which connects into this. So yeah, that could be quite good. Also in this area, I was thinking of putting a flat ride, so maybe a Ferris wheel, so that way as people are coming in, they're getting off the bus and they're literally out of their eye level is you know, the top of a Ferris wheel. I think that would be quite cool. So they'll be like, oh, you know, we're here. Like there's first thing they want to jump on and do. Down here, we are probably going to put in some sort of shop or facility at the end here, maybe a few, and then back here we'll have this all decorated with some rocks, maybe some special effects like water, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think we'll probably go ahead and get the boring bits done, and we'll start putting some flowers and some pots and rocks and all that fun stuff down. So I think, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I'm not going to use a scenery brush for this. I could do, but I like having a bit more freedom and control over doing it. Although, come off the scenery brush. There we go. Now we're going with sort of I want to say British country vibe feel. It's not really, but we're in the sort of countryside at the moment. So I'm gonna just do some sort of standard bushes, that kind of stuff. I want align to surface and stick to surface off. So I've got a bit more, although it's still doing it. Line to surface off, stick to surface off. Yeah, there we go. That's a bit better. Yeah, I'll kind of want to have something here. Maybe over here as well. And then we're going to bring this down. Just rotate it, just to make sure there's a little bit of differences and stuff. And then tuck one in there as well. And then we've got some, I could put some trees. What else have we got? These are bamboo. That is whoa, that's a very big tree. Could have one giant tree as like the centerpiece and have it all lit up nice. Oh, I quite like that idea. Let's make it really big. Oh, it's already started. I'm running away with like crazy ideas. Let's get it a little bit further down like that. Gonna want to make the trunk a bit bigger. Right, we'll put that in there for now. Let's do, before I get carried away with trees and lights and all this craziness. Are these flower beds? Oh no, they're planters. They're Viking ones though, aren't they? I quite like the hedges, to be fair. That's again a really big tree. Right, let's I'm gonna time lapse this while I make all this area look all nice and pretty with plants. Okay, now that that's done, I think we can look at putting a fountain in here. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to go for that sort of, I don't know, I was thinking like wildflower sort of vibe where it's like messy bushes and, you know, it's good for the environment and all that stuff. But yeah, I quite like the sort of, I know again, like I've said earlier, I'm not the best at building, but you know, that's not what it's about. We're having fun. But yeah, I like what I ended up doing with the planters on the roofs, and you know, you get in a lot of cities now, don't you, where they have like wild grass and flowers growing on sort of like open top roofs and whatnot. And I've got the little little overhangs here with some of the bushes coming down. So yeah, I quite liked how this turned out for me that hasn't played this in well over a month, and even then I was still learning. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Right, let's do the... let's find ourselves a nice little water fountain to pop in here. And then I think that'll probably be the majority of the entrancey area done. Obviously, we can build on it and grow on it if we need to, but yeah, I'm happy with that for now. There we go, fountain. Yeah, so we don't want anything too... Oh, see, do you know what? Look at that. Just post my thing into right fucking shame. Right, okay, let's have a look. I don't want anything too elaborate and too bougie. I just want something... Oh my god, look at that. And that. Yeah, I just want something simple and small. Do you know what? I quite like the cherry blossom. It'll break up from all the green and brown. Let's just see how this looks. We're going to give it a like. I really like that. And let's go back. This will be in blueprints. There we go. Oh. Do you know what? I think that looks alright. It kind of breaks away from what we were building. Like, it kind of breaks the green up a bit. But then again, I can add, you know, little rocks and stuff. I didn't place it properly, did I? Nope, of course I didn't. Yeah, I can add like, whoa, just smacked my face with it. Yeah, I can add like rocks and whatnot to kind of make it a bit more us to fit this area. But yeah, I like that. Right, let's get this, make sure this is flush. I'm going to do it about there. And then pull you over a tad. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. Right, yeah, like let's get some benches and stuff put down in this area because, you know, people might want to come and sit down. I know they've just come in, but, you know, some people leave and they might want to sit while people go into the shops. You know, if they've got their, you know, kids want to run off and grab a burger or a gulpy, then they can sort of sit and chill, can't they? Right, here we go. We just want normal wooden benches. Now, they look alright. They look so tiny. Right, yeah, we're going to do a couple across here. Like that. I'm going to put some on this side. Grab some bins. We just want some normal bins. Maybe like a resort bin. Is that that's bamboo, isn't it? Although we could just go with that, with the white ones. We could put a green rim around it. Yeah, we'll put one in between each of these. Perfect. Do it on this side. I thought they did an update where it remembered the colour you picked when you put something down. Because that's not remembering it. Okay, and then lastly, let's get some lights down. The street light sort of style. Now, I kind of want... I'm not going to do the same lights that we've got in here. I'm probably going to stick with these ones. Because... actually, I can just copy these, can't I? Yeah, because I'd rather than match this bit. I want this kind of like a unique sort of centerpiece thing. If that makes sense? So yeah, I'll do one. Do a light on either end. And then obviously we will put proper lighting down as we go. As we start to build up the park. Get you down there. Get you over there. But yeah, I think that for our entrance of our park actually doesn't look too bad. And then we can continue it and work on it in the next episode. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. It's really fun to jump back into this game. I'm a massive fan, like I said at the start, of Planet Coaster and all of the stuff that they've done, like Planet Zoo, everything. So yeah, obviously we need to brush up on some skills. Pop some things down below. Let me know what you would like to see, anything that you want me to add, any tips, any suggestions. I'm really dusty and a bit rusty at this game at the moment, so yeah, any help is going to go a really long way. We'll add in the next episode our first set of rides. We're going to practice on our decorating skills because at the moment, as much as I like these, we could probably do with a little bit of practice. But yeah, let me know what you think. Hit that like, hit that sub, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.